Hi, I'm Dan, and welcome to this special edition of the Elements Dev Diary. Now, this week is a special week because we finally hit a big milestone. We're ready to open access to the Element Dev Packs. And what this means is instead of creating custom components that are per project, you can now take those custom components and you can move them into a dev pack. And that means they'll be available in all your projects. So this is kind of the precursor to enabling you to ship your add-ons for anyone to use. Now, there's quite a lot to go over with this, so I'm going to start and talk about the future plans of how you'll distribute those add-ons if you want to share them. And then we'll also take a look at how you can convert your custom components into a dev pack so they're available in all your projects. Now, let's start at the beginning. You're probably familiar with RapidWeaver Classic and the plugin system on that, and that works great, but it has some drawbacks. Time and time again, and this has plagued us for years, we see where we get sent a project, and in the project there's some add-ons that we just don't have. And this is a real problem because everyone is affected by this. You send the project to a client and they can use it in RapidWeaver for themselves and update it, and they don't have the add-ons, and then they have to go and find which ones are missing, or you have to go and buy them, and probably worse yet for the developer, the original person just sends them the add-ons, and that way they're kind of pirated. So there's a lot of drawbacks to this, and it's very messy. And then if you've got missing add-ons, then you need to email the developer and say, where do I download them from, etc. So the old system, while it works, there are a lot of drawbacks to it, and it's caused a lot of problems and a lot of headaches. So we want to solve that. This is the whole point of rebuilding RapidWeaver into Elements, to solve all these problems that Classic has inherently because it's 20 years old. So it's kind of a fresh start and building it so that we've got a better platform. So this is our plan. What we're building towards. We are basically building the Elements marketplace that will be available in-app. So the idea is that you can, let me hop over to Elements so we can look at the product. The idea is that maybe you want a form or a YouTube add-on. You could just search in here and that would poll the marketplace and show you all the available add-ons that have been uploaded there. And you can just take them and drop them straight in your project, and it would download them, and you could use a demo of it. And then if you wanted to use that add-on, if it cost money, if it wasn't a free one, if you wanted to use it, then you could buy it right in the app, and boom, it's done. And then when you send that project to someone else, it would obviously poll the server, pull down that add-on, and show it in the project so they could use it straight away, especially if it was a free add-on. But if it was a paid add-on, then they would be prompted to buy it when they come to export their website, etc. So it's a really great system. And another benefit would be that when you purchase an add-on, it is stored in your Elements Cloud account. So as I said earlier in the year, we started with just sharing projects to that. The idea is that you will be able to store all your add-ons in there also. So they'll be tied to that account, so that once you have an add-on, you know it's tied to that account. You don't need to worry about backing them up, storing them anywhere, because you know they'll always be available on your Elements Cloud account. So if you got a new Mac or moved to another Mac, you could simply log into your Elements Cloud account and it would download all those add-ons for you. So worrying about where those add-ons are stored and if they're backed up, or if the developer goes out of business, where do I get them? That all goes away. They're all tied onto your account and they're yours, and you can just move around. So it's a really great system we're building, really great, and it's all tied into the Elements app. So let me go back to the Elements documentation here. Now, distribution, I did want to talk about this a little bit, because today we're going to talk about building element dev packs. And as I said, those are for you they're unencrypted and they're for you to work on. They're development packs. So that is why they're called element dev packs. I have one there in the Finder. And they're not for distribution. They're not to send to other users, etc., because they're development packs and they're unencrypted. The idea is that once you've finished your pack and you want to upload it for free to share or for sale on our marketplace, then you upload it to our service and we encrypt that so that no one can access that code and see how your add-ons are built. So it's all protected for you. So that's built right in. So that's one of the benefits of the platform, of sharing your add-ons via our platform, is that they will be all encrypted. User doesn't have to worry about storing them, etc. We've put up a page here that goes over more of the benefits in detail. I won't get into all of it here, but you can go and have a read through this yourself if you're interested. Especially worth reading this if you're interested in building components for Elements and then selling them next year when we have the store live. This is really important. Go and read this. If you want to distribute a component on the Elements store, you only need to have an Elements Cloud account and a Stripe account. And so then you just hook those two things up, publish your element, and then it's ready and it's in our marketplace and any of our users can buy it or download it. We handle everything for you. So we handle the storage, the licensing, encryption, and off you go. And then when you make a sale, we'll transfer a portion to you and we keep a small portion for ourselves for running the service to pay the VAT or tax, etc. So have a read of this document if you're interested in that. We want to make sure you know that up front if you're thinking about selling add-ons for the Element platform. So with that out of the way, let's take a look at how you convert how you can create a dev pack with components in them, and how you can also convert your custom components into a dev pack. So I've got Elements here, and in this project, I've got a little custom component, which is scroll to top. And basically that's this little arrow here. And when I click that, it scrolls to the top. So it's a nice little add-on. It's very simple. I can change the color of it here. You can see that changing there. Let's change it to amber. There we are. Stick that back to brand. Yeah, so simple add-on, but this is only available in this project. Like if I go to Spa, you can see it's not in the sidebar here. It's only in this project. So if we convert this into a dev pack, then it will be available in all my projects. Whoops. Let me go to settings. And now we've got a new tab in here called add-ons. And this lists out all the dev packs that I have installed. And I can create a new pack. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll call this one, this is the demo pack because I'm doing it for this. And this is for the author, you use a reverse domain name. For the identifier, you use a reverse domain name. Getting ahead of myself there. So I'm calling this com.realmacsoftware.demopack, but you might call it com.yourname.youraddon. Author, Real Mac Software. So let's create my pack. It's going to ask me where I want to store that, and I'm just going to put it on the desktop. So it's created my demo pack for me. There it is, Real Mac Software. And now I've got this pack, what I can do, I can create a new component in it. Now, dev packs and these element packs can contain multiple add-ons and multiple types of add-ons, so you can add components and themes in here. We haven't opened up the themes yet, but you will be able to put themes in here as well. But today we're focusing on components. I'm going to add a new component, and again it's asking me for a title, and this is going to be scroll to top. That's our component, and it's asking me for a category. Now all these categories are predefined because we want everything organized nicely. You know, we don't want we made a conscious choice not to just use a free selecting category, you know, because otherwise you end up with things like content and contents and dev content. You know, it really wants to be nicely organized. So by enforcing these categories, we can make sure everything's well organized in the in your component library. This one is navigation, so I'm going to put it in the navigation category, and we just need to do an identifier again. So this is com.realmaxsoftware, it's the reverse domain again. Your component, this is scroll to top, and this is kind of like a unique identifier, so you know, so Elements knows what component this is. Scroll to top, so let's create that. So now if I scroll down here in our navigation section, I've got my scroll to top component. And I've got my demo pack in the Finder, so that's all looking good. So now I need to get some code in here from my custom component. I want to put it in my dev pack. So let's show the code in the custom component. So I'm ready to copy that, and let's open this dev pack up in Nova. You can use the text editor of your choice. This is just a bundle here, so you can show package content and components. You can see it's got all the information. There's the info. This is the JSON file, the elements created for you. You can edit this in here. And we've got the folder for our component. If we added more components, they will appear in here. So let's hop over to Nova and let's go and edit this. You'll see this looks very familiar. If you've been building custom components, it will look familiar because we've got our templates and we've got our properties.json file, and we've got a new one, info.json, and that is that we filled in before for our details about that. And you can also create a hooks file in here if you need it. So new file, we don't need a hooks file for this one, hooks.js, but that's the same in here. Now you can do a lot more with dev components, custom components. You can include other files, libraries, images, things like that. And we've got some examples on GitHub on how to do that, but we're just doing a simple example today. So let's get this component moved over. Let's go to our template first. One thing we will do, let's drop this scroll to top into our page. In fact, we might want to do this on another project just so it doesn't get confusing. Let's drop this into this project. Now it's given me some issues, but we can fix those. I think that is because I added the hooks.js file. Let's save that, or we'll remove this because we don't need this now. Okay, we'll save that. Okay, so this is our scroll to top component. Now, when you create a template, this has just added some an example content into it, but we're gonna overwrite that with our scroll to top. So let's copy this from our custom component, and I'm just going to paste it into our dev component, and let's save that. And then our properties, I'm going to copy that, and we'll go to our properties file. Now let's move back to the spa element. So we can already see we've got our button there, but we haven't got our properties, so we just need to paste that, and let's save it. And when I save it, it instantly updates. And this little shimmer across here shows me that it's updating. So yeah, so if I make any changes in here, let me see, if I just type some text in there and save, you can see there it instantly updates on save. Elements notices those changes, and it gives me a little flash up here to show me that yes, it's noticed the changes. There we are. So now that's it. We've created our component here, and that means I can use this scroll to top in any project. So if I create a new project, not a new page, we want a new project, and we're going to need a container. Let's just make this large, and let's put some text in there. And then let's copy this a few times so we've got some content on the page. And now my scroll to top, I can just drag it up here, boom, and there it is. And now I can use this in every project I build, which is really great. Let's have a look here, boom. Excellent. And anytime I update this component, it will obviously be updated in the dev pack and will be reflected when I next launch my projects that use it. Yeah, so it's as easy as that to take a custom component and put it into a dev component. And that means for, like in this, in our original project, I can just delete my scroll to top custom component and I'll drop in my new component from my dev pack. Now this is great. I've got a library here, and this is one I'm building up for myself with all little bits of tests and custom components that I'm building that I want available in all my projects. So let's go to settings again. So if you've got another component that you want to build, you can just come in here, pick your dev pack and then add another component, and that will add it to the list. Yeah, for example, if I enable my component library here, you can see we've got a scroll tracker and a star rating. This was just me messing about. So I can drop this into the library, into the page, boom. And this is just a little component I was having some fun with. But it's really easy to build, and this is handy if ever I need a star rating. I've now got that in my library. Same with this scroll tracker. There we are. And now when I scroll, I've got this. And I built these at the weekend. They're just so fun to build, and it's really nice to build up a library of components that you can use. And then obviously when we have the store live next year, people will be able to share these and publish these online, and anyone can use these and download your components straight into their project. So very exciting. This is a real milestone, and it's the beginning of allowing you guys, because I know a lot of you have been building custom components and they're kind of siloed into your projects, which is really annoying because you have to update them in all the different projects if you make changes. So now you can move those into dev packs and they'll be available globally in all your projects. And that's in preparation for obviously next year when you can share them and even sell them as well. So lots of good stuff to come, really exciting, and I'm pleased we've hit this milestone. Hope you love what we're doing here. We'll have plenty more dev videos and documentation on how to build these component packs. But if you're already building custom components, you kind of know how to use this. It's just rather than building them in here, you're doing it in an external text editor, your favorite code editor. You can use anything, and remember, every time you save, it just gets updated. So really good. I'm sure you'll have lots of questions. Do post in the forum. Yeah, we're excited to see where this goes and can't wait to see all the components that you build. All right, thanks for watching this one, and I will see you in the next. Cheers, bye.